Welcome into the Around the Gridiron podcast. I'm here solo today actually because we forgot to cover the Thursday night game on our week 1 review, Monday night football breakdown that we released on Monday. Um Brock is having internet issues and Marissa is a she's the worker of the group. I'm very proud of her. She's always working and which is good. Um I'm actually recording this at 5:30 in the morning. But I'm ready to talk football, and I'm ready to break down this Thursday night football game. Uh, the Cincinnati Bengals are traveling to the Cleveland Browns. How much of a travel is this? The Battle of the Ohio's. But the line opened up at over under 46, and the Browns being a minus 8.5 point favorite. The line is now moved to the Browns -6 over under 43. My initial thoughts on this would be it has to be a bounce back game for many of these players. Uh, First, last week, the Bengals went down, and Joe Burrow ran a perfect 2-minute offense to go down and win that game for them. Ended up AJ Green, OPI on a touchdown that was called back. That would have won the game for him. And then Randy Bullock goes for the field goal and he tears his calf. The funny thing is, he grabs his left calf, and then in the injury reports, it's actually his right calf. So it makes me wonder, did he just shank it and grab his calf? He's currently under the injury report as calves. That's one of the most interesting injury reports I've seen in a while. Calves. On the Cleveland side of the ball, they just got decimated by the Baltimore Ravens in week 1. Well, what else did we expect? I think this has to be a bounce back game for Nick Chubb. He's going to be a more positive game script. I really think he goes over 100 yards and a score in this one. Um, and it's still a question mark, though, between Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb and which one's going to be better long term. Kareem Hunt has great PPR value. He has standalone value. And if Nick Chubb was to go down, Kareem Hunt would slot in as a top 5, top 10 fantasy running back the rest of the season. I have a lot of Nick Chubb, I'll be honest with you. I liked it because I like Kevin Stefanski and I like the improvements they made up front. So I think if there's any game to bounce back, it's this game for Nick Chubb. Now, going on the bounce backs, Odell Beckham Jr. He saw a lot of targets in week 1, but he didn't do much with them. And there's cause for concern. Is Jarvis Landry the number 1 wide receiver on this football team? It totally can be. Now, here's my thoughts on Odell Beckham Jr. If he doesn't bounce back this week, you basically have to find a trade for him. You can't drop him. You took this guy in the 4th or 5th round, which I never would have done. He's a real headache when it comes to fantasy football. He has a big name, yes, but he hasn't been very successful in about 3-4 years now. So you might have to just ship him. You're not going to get the value that you want for him, but it's better to get rid of him now because the headache that he brings you isn't worth it. Because if he can't do well against the Cincinnati Bengals, who can he do well against? Um, so I'm probably going to take Cleveland to win this one, but that line is sitting at +6. So if I had to take a line, I'm taking Cincinnati +6. Straight up, I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns to win this one. I think Nick Chubb has a good game on the ground, but I do think Burrow and Tyler Boyd find a better connection in week 2, and they make this one close. I'm only expecting Cleveland to maybe win by a field goal. Randy Bullock shanks another one. If he's playing, I would have to check on his injury status. I assume if he has 2 bad calves, he's not going to be playing tonight. But Cleveland straight up, Cincinnati +6. That is going to be my Thursday night breakdown of this game. Go and follow us on Twitter at ATG or AT Gridiron Pod on Twitter. Follow us on TikTok, Around the Gridiron. Follow our Facebook page. at Around the Gridiron Podcast and interact with us. We love interaction. Our TikTok is great because you can see little short clips of every show. And then also follow us on any of your favorite listening platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, any of those. Leave us a review. That'd greatly be appreciated. And enjoy your Thursday.